هلا. Yeah, I pressed it. Is it still not on? Oh shit. Mm. هلا it should be. Okay. Okay, we're live. We are live. Okay. Past papers, please. Welcome everyone. This is term 1, week 5, mechanics. We're gonna start our sheet with solving past papers. I'm gonna solve this past paper. Honestly, I think this one's gonna come, but regardless, if you still haven't, do all 6. I think this one will come first. Uh, don't take my word for it, because you're gonna need to graph tomorrow, and this is the only paper that has graphing. So I think honestly, this is gonna be the one that comes. But do all 4. قصدي do all 6. خلاص يلا let me start. Yeah, also I'm also gonna solve 4 questions from the book that I think will come in the computer. And no, so they were mentioned to me, so we're gonna do them. We're gonna start here now. A tram starts from rest and moves with a uniform acceleration for 20 seconds. The tram then travels at a constant speed v for 170 seconds before being brought to rest with a uniform deceleration of a magnitude twice that of the acceleration. The total distance traveled by the tram is 2.775 kilometers. Sketch a velocity time graph for the motion. He said sketch, okay? Stating the total time for which the tram is moving. Okay. أول شيء, they want VT graph. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do here, let me take this to open board. Okay. Since they want VT graph, we're gonna draw one like this, one like this. We're gonna label it V. You're gonna label V meter per second, and you're gonna label this T seconds. Like this, you guaranteed yourself half a mark, half a mark. Okay, this is so far. We know that this tram, it's starting from rest, and it moves with a uniform acceleration for 20 seconds. Okay, so it starts from rest, so the initial velocity u is 0, and it accelerated for 20 seconds. So for the first 20 seconds, it accelerated. Okay, after 20 seconds, it travels at a constant speed v for 170 seconds. Okay, so after it reached the 20 seconds, it reached a constant speed for which it travels for 170 more seconds, and then it starts decelerating until rest with a magnitude twice that of the acceleration. Okay, let's start our sheet with the first phase. Okay, the first phase is that the tram starts from rest and accelerates for 20 seconds. So let's say it starts from rest, so it starts over here, okay, and it moves for 20 seconds. So let's say this is 20 here, and it reaches a speed v, right? So we're gonna take, let's say v is, I don't know, over here. Okay, we're gonna take this point over here, we're gonna put an x, and we're gonna connect these 2 points. Okay, like this. After he reached this speed, he stays at this constant speed for 170 seconds, right? Does it mean that he finishes at 170? No. That means for 170 more seconds. So now we're at 20. The second time is going to be 20 plus 170. So he's going to go until about like over here, maybe 190. So he stays at this constant speed for 190 until 190. So for 170 more seconds. So you're going to connect these 2 points with a ruler, of course, huh? Okay, this should be a bit higher. There you go. Over here. Like this. Then what did they say? He starts decelerating with a deceleration that has a magnitude twice the acceleration. So هلا the deceleration is going to be 2 times as fast. If you know acceleration equals velocity over time. To make, we know that we're decelerating from the same velocity, right? It's the same velocity. Well, the only thing that's changing now is the time at which it took me to decelerate, right? They're saying that the second acceleration is twice the first one. That means this is 2 times a1, right? If it's double the first acceleration, in other words, if something accelerates twice as fast, it means it took half the time. Okay, it took half the time. Because let's see here, a equals v over t. If you multiply a by 2, it's the same as dividing t by 2 because they're inversely proportional. Okay, so since they said that it's twice acceleration, that means the time t2, we can call this t2, it's half that of t1. And the first time, how long did it take us to accelerate? It took us 20 seconds. So t2 is half of 20. So t2 is 10 seconds. So now it's going to decelerate for 10 seconds. Where's it going to finish? Over here at 200. Okay, make sure that the spacing is evenly spaced. Okay, so like if this is 20, you can't like have this, like you can't have it very wide. You have to like make it a bit exact. And in the exam, they're probably going to give us graphing paper. Okay, over here. So this is how it's going to look. أكيد إنه make your scale a bit bigger, and for time make it a bit wider. Use the space they gave you. Like I can use this here. Okay, and put T like this. Okay. Wouldn't the velocity be doubled also? Why didn't the velocity get doubled? Yes, that's correct. But why didn't the velocity get doubled? Because we're still like it's the same velocity. We're decelerating from the same velocity we accelerated up to. That's why the velocity stayed the same. Okay. Is this past or course? This is past paper. This is past papers. This is, what code is this? This is 970942. We're using this one. I think I can add like text. Hold up. Text. Hold up. Okay. Wait, how do I make this black? Hold up. Or like red. How do I make it? Okay. Color. Set color. Okay. Okay. Oh. How do I change properties? ماشي color هون. اوكي هيك. اوكي. ف this is the solution. Okay. Does it still like, let me put it like down here. This is the solution over here. Okay. Walid, will this question be written? I think yes. They're gonna get one of the past papers in the written. You're recording this. Yes, you can rewatch this. It's most probably gonna be written. Okay, this is part A. هلا part B. Okay. They're saying شو بعرفش خليني أشوف Okay, they're saying, yeah. So there's 2 marks here. The marking scheme says that it should be a trapezoid with the deceleration steeper than the acceleration. If you see here, our deceleration is steeper than our acceleration, right? And it's also a trapezoid. Okay. Also, the time is from 0 to 200, like we have here, from 0 until 200. Okay. When am I coming to Qatar? I don't know. I don't know. Are there any top questions from course division? Yes, at the end of the course division video, I posted, I did one top question. Okay, هلا part B, they're saying find V. Okay, for part B, I'm gonna move this up because I think it's better. Okay, for part B, it's saying find the velocity, find V. Okay, they said that the total distance traveled by the train is 2.775 kilometers. Okay, from this graph, they like, how can I want this graph to be on my screen. I'll regraph it fast. I'll draw it again. Okay, it's not going to be exact, but very quickly, I'll graph it again. Okay, and it went up. Oh, like this, sorry. Okay, up until V. This is 20 seconds. And then it was like this, up until 190. And then at 200, it went down. Okay, they said that the total distance traveled here is 2.775 kilometers. This is total distance. Now we have a VT graph. What is the distance in a VT graph? We know the distance in the VT graph is equal to the area under the graph. Okay, this is a trapezoid. Okay, the area of a trapezoid equals base 1 plus base 2 over 2 times the height, right? And in this case, we know that the distance is how much? 2.775 kilometers. But now we're solving in meter per second. So we're going to change this into 2000. Okay, let's just write it 2.775 kilometers. And then we're going to write here 2.775 kilometers equals 2,775 meters. So now we're going to solve this. Base 1, this is 200 now. Base 1 is 200, right? So base 1 is 200. Base 2 is over here from 20 until 190. So that's 170. Over 2 times the height. What's our height in this case? It's V, right? We're trying to find this V. And we know this is all equal to 2,775. Okay, solve for x. And let's solve for x here. Put it on a calculator. 200, let's put the fraction first. 200 plus 170 over 2 times, let's call it x, equals 2775. Shift solve, you get 15. So V equals 15 meter per second. Okay. Will you do vectors course division? No, they're in term 1, week 2, mechanics CA, and they're the same as the quiz, so there's no need. On a time crunch, should I watch this live stream or the course division video? Do them both. There's no time crunch, stay up. Please do the rest. I will not do the rest. Bro, can you send your notes? Can I send my notes? They're on the Google Drive. Okay? They're on the Google Drive. How many questions for written? They're gonna get one question. One question that has part A, B, C. Let's see, is the answer correct? V equals 15. Okay. Part C. Let's take this up. Find the magnitude of the acceleration. Okay? Very easy. Let's go back up to our graph. Okay? So over here, we want the magnitude of this acceleration, right? We went, okay, I'm gonna write it down like we went from 0, okay? We know that acceleration equals velocity final minus velocity initial divided by the time. In the acceleration phase, our final velocity we found was 15, right? We said this V equals 15. So we went from final velocity 15, we started at 0 at rest, divided by how much is the time? 20, right? So let me take this all up. We said A equals velocity final minus velocity. Wait, let me take this up more. Hold up. A equals velocity final minus velocity initial over the time. Velocity final is, we said 15 minus initial velocity 0 over the time 20 seconds. You get 15 over 20, which is 0.75 meter per second square. How do you manage to help people even when you're busy? I don't know. I managed to make time. Walid, are you doing every past paper? No, I'm not. Can you do question 4 for the paper before this? What's the sheet? This is the past paper. This is the past paper. This is the past paper that's linked in the material. Let me make this a bit bigger. Okay, so this is question 1 done. Does anyone have any question? Does anyone have any question? Uh, let's see. هلا I'm gonna do first the 4 questions from the book, and then I'm gonna see if anyone else has like any extra. Do you think this will come written? Yes. If not this, then one of the other past papers. One of these. Okay. It's my ebooks ain't loading. I don't know why my ebooks isn't loading. Hold up. Let me see if. I don't know why my ebooks aren't loading. I think I'm gonna open them on my tablet. Show your marks. No, no, thank you. Can you do the rest of the past papers if we have time? What are you gonna solve in this live? There's 4 questions. Can you do the question I sent you? Resend it to me. I'll see if I have time. I'll do the other past papers. I'm gonna get. Where's my tablet? Adam, where's my tablet? Where? This isn't my tablet. Oh, there. Oh. Is ebooks working for anybody else? Master CMS. Okay. Hold up. Let me try opening it from my tablet. Okay. Oh, ebooks crashed coming on my tablet. It ain't looking good. Wallah, it ain't looking good, guys. Why is this ebooks not working? The regional said that the written will be from past papers. I know, that's why I'm solving them, yeah, LB. I told you guys repeatedly to do the past papers. Guys, my ebooks isn't opening. Let me disconnect. Ebooks. It's oh, now it opened. Okay. Okay. Waleed, are you gonna do all the past papers and make it into a video? No, I mean it's 8:45. I don't think I have time. uh, my ebooks, it ain't working, bro. Go to STP, then exam preparation, and from the STP from the side open. Will the written only be from past? Yeah, probably. It might. I think it will only be from past papers. Guys, it's not. It's not Aida. It's not opening. I know. Okay, let me see if I can turn off the Wi-Fi. Log in offline. Okay, yeah. خلاص I open it. Okay. Page. Okay. ماشي. I got it. Where's my open board? Did my open board crash? Bro, I sent you last year's written like right now. Uh, last year they didn't have written in mechanics, Habibi. Do I have week 1 AMS answers? I don't. What did I eat for breakfast? I didn't have breakfast. I skipped today. Guys, my open board isn't working. Oh my god. Hold up. Yeah. Guys, my open board crashed. I don't know why it's not opening. Let me try ending it. Okay. This maybe. Okay, خلاص it worked. Let me just double check. I think everyone can hear me. Okay. Let me turn on the second screen so I can see the chat. Second screen. Okay.
No, we're in the stream of 500 dirham. LD?
Mm.
Ryan was watching it. He was the guy that said you can buy Fortnite.
Okay.
Not this game. He didn't mess with anything. We just playing.
Why is it? See, this is what pisses me off with open board, يا It doesn't. Yeah, let me end open board. And open. Okay. Okay, خلاص, I got it. I got it to work. Okay, we got it. Okay. Walid, what did you eat for breakfast? I skipped. Walid, open City Arsenal. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Am I single? I'm not gonna answer that. Close and reopen it. Okay. Do you know Tariq Taroudi? No. I don't know who Tariq Taroudi is. Okay. The first one, an airplane touches a runway with speed 250. It immediately, let me put km per h. It immediately starts decelerating at 1.2 meter per second. It's 1.2 meter per second square. How far does go make does the plane travel before it stops? A, 2009 meter. B, 2600 meter. C, 208 meter. D, 26,042 meter. E, 83.3 meter. Okay. How's life? Alhamdulillah, it's life. It's good. We could complain to the school that ebooks doesn't work and they boost our marks. I don't know. No, my goat's taken. Who's the girl or boy? ما خصك. It's a boy, maybe. Walid, what are you doing? These are books. These are questions from the book. Okay. Mods, ban the spammer. Are these lives even useful? Well, for physics, the question I solved came in the computer that everyone got wrong. If you watched my live before, if the physics periodic, you could have gotten that question correct. Before the math, I solved a question that came copy paste numbers in the written. We could be something special. No. Okay. One of the 4 questions I'm going to solve now will come in your computer part tomorrow. Okay. An airplane touches a runway with speed 250 kilometers per hour. Okay. So this is its u, right? Its initial velocity is u equals 250. it immediately starts decelerating at 1.2 meters per second squared. So A equals negative 1.2 meter per second squared. هيدي kilometer per hour. Okay. How far does the plane travel before it stops? So what do they want? They want x, right? We know that it stops. If it stops, that means v equals 0. Velocity final, يعني it equals 0. So v equals 0. Before solving, we have something in kilometers per hour and we have the other one meter per second squared. Can we solve? No. We have to convert this 250 kilometer per hour to meter per second. How do you do it? You divide by 3.6. If you divide by 3.6, 250 divided by 3.6, you get 69.4. So U equals 69.4 meter per second. We know our acceleration is negative 1.2 meter per second squared. We know that V final is 0. We want to find X. Okay, which one can you find X without the time? This is how you solve, guys. When you solve, you want to know which formula, you write down your given. You write it down in a list and you compare it with your formulas that you have written down on the side. Always write down the formulas or you write down all the formulas on your scratch paper so quickly you can see them, okay? So now you're going to compare this. Which formula has all of these and doesn't have time? The most important part, there's no time. There's one formula that I always memorize it. If I don't have time, it's the only formula you can use. And it's called the time independent equation, which is v squared minus u squared equals 2ax. Okay, if you want to write delta x. We know that v is 0, our final velocity is 0, minus u squared is going to be 69.4 squared equals 2 times the acceleration, negative 1.2 times x. Let's put this in a calculator, okay? Negative 69.4 squared, okay, divided by this, right? This 2 times minus 1.2 is minus 2.4, okay? 9.4 squared. We're going to take this to the other side. You're going to get x equals minus 69.4 squared divided by minus 2.4. Let's put this on a calculator. So we're going to divide this answer by negative 2.4. And you're going to get 2006. Why is that not there? I think because he used an exact value. Okay, we got x is around 2006. I think what he did, let me see. I think what he did is he did 250 divided by 3.6. Okay, he kept this as a okay, and then he squared. Okay, then he divides by 2.4. I think you should get 2000. Yeah. So see here, what he did is when you convert this 250 kilometer per hour into meter per second, you get 69.444444444. If you just use 69.4 and like round it like how I did, you're gonna get 2006. And from your answers, 2006 is closest to 2009. That's why it's multiple choice. Okay, this is the first question. Why aren't you doing more past paper questions? Because it's already there's already videos of it on YouTube. Okay, is computer part gonna come more from vectors or one-dimensional motion? Both. Bro, please give a shout out to Tariq Tarudi. He's the biggest and greatest fan of yours. Okay, shout out to you, Tariq Tarudi. CR7 عمك هاشم اسكت. Mods, let's ban this guy Muhammad in the chat. It's correct, but you need to use 69.4. Yes. Okay. Second question. Okay. A pebble initially moving at 14 meter per second travels 20 meters in 2 seconds along a straight line with constant acceleration. What is the acceleration of the pebble? A, 4 meter per second squared. B, 2 meter per second squared. C, minus 2 meter per second squared. D, minus 4 meter per second squared. E, minus 6 meter per second squared. Okay, what do we have? We have initially moving at 14 meter per second. So U equals 14. Travels 20 meters. So X equals 20. In 2 seconds. So time equals 2. Along a straight line with a constant acceleration that we want to find. So A equals question mark. Which formula has A, X, U, and T? There's no V. The only formula that doesn't have V in it is X equals half AT squared plus UT plus X node. In this case, let's start substituting. X equals 20. So 20 equals 1 over 2. A, we're trying to find it, right? Time squared, so 2 squared, plus the initial velocity 14 times the time, which is 2, plus 0 because x node is 0. Let's solve this. You're going to get 20 equals 2 squared is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 2a plus 28. You're going to get 2a equals minus 8. A equals minus 4 meter per second squared. So its answer is D. Okay. Okay. Is course more important than quiz? Yes. You write really fast on PC. Holy shit! Thank you. Which section do you think we should focus on the most? Focus on free fall. Make sure you do free fall. Make sure live is recorded. Make sure you do unit vectors, magnitude of vectors, and the dot product of vectors. Make sure you know all the UA formulas and the VT graphs and the area under the graph. These 6 concepts are very important, okay? Any question here? Walid, can I bench 300 pounds? I can bench, my PR is 140 pounds. Can you just divide X by T, then subtract by U? Let's see. X by T, then subtract by U. Why would you do that? Why would you do Max Verstappen? What? I mean, that works here, but like, what formula did you use? No, 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 no. I didn't say anything. Both books will come. Both books, vectors and applied math. Both of them will come. Okay. Week 1 mechanics I don't have. Repeat the 6 concepts. It's not only these 6, huh? But the VT graphs, UARM formulas, the area under the graph, dot products, unit vectors, and the magnitude of vectors. Will I do course revision for vector? No. How do you know when to change polar or Cartesian? Depends on what they're asking for in the question, Habibi. Brother, please solve the rest of the past papers. I'm gonna finish these and then see if I have time. Carlos, next question. Okay. A batter standing at point A strikes a ball with a speed of 45 meter per second. The ball travels in a straight line and reaches point B in 3 seconds with a speed of 30 meter per second. What is the distance covered by the ball? A 25 meter, B 42 meter, C 114 meter, D 177 meter, E 228 meter. Okay, before I start, let's see. Is dot product and scalar product the same? Yes. Do you have weak for AMS answers? I don't think so. These questions are from the book. Yes, they're from the book. Is magnitude and distance the same thing? Yes. Yes, dot product and scalar are the same. Why are you doing the book? Why? I'm not doing the book. I'm doing these specific questions from the book because I was told by the regional that they will come. Okay? Not by the regional specifically, but I was told by someone who was told by the regional that they will come. Yes, magnitude and distance are the same. Hey, bro, I'm a big fan. Thank you. Tariq Tarudi. Bro, will the written be from past papers? Yes. Should we do the AMS quiz? No. Can you do number 15 in vectors course? After. You are wasting your time. Bro, the written will be from. Who said this is the written? Let me put like a small sign here. Like another text. Okay. Computer. These questions are for computer part. Okay. وحط blue. Okay. Okay, we're gonna resize this. Hold up. R4 and okay, where am I? Open board, yeah? Okay. Here. We strike the ball with a speed of 45 meters per second. So the ball started moving at 45 meters per second. The ball travels in a straight line and reaches point B in 3 seconds. So time equals 3 seconds with a speed of 30 meters per second. So V final or V is equal to 30 meter per second. What do they want? The distance. So they want X. X equals what? Which equation can we find X? Which equation can give me X without A? There's only one equation, and that's equal. That's X equals U plus V over 2 times the time. Okay? So here in this case, X equals the initial 45 plus the final 30 over 2 times the time, which is 3 seconds. So you're going to get X equals 75 over 2 times 3. And you're going to get 74, 35, 37.5. You just put this on a calculator. 75 over 2 times 3. 112.5. Whoa. Wow. I got X equals 112.5. Why is this wrong? جزاك الله خير. وإياك حبيبي. Okay. Why is this wrong? Does anyone know? Did I do something wrong? I use this formula because it's the only one that can get me X without acceleration. This should be correct. Plus V over 2 times T. 75 over 2 times 3. It should be correct, no? Maybe I put it in the calculator by accident. $75 over 2. I'm getting 112.5 meters. The closest choice to 112.5 is 114. A batter standing at point A strikes the ball with speed 45. The baseball travels in a straight line and reaches B in 3 seconds with a speed of 30 meters per second. What is the distance covered by the ball? It's UARM because velocity decreased. Velocity decreased. No. It's okay. It's UARM. Point B in 3 seconds with a speed of 30. What's the distance covered by the ball? Let me see the chat. Use VT x equals VT plus x naught. كيف why are you using UARM if it's traveling in a straight line? Yeah, UARM is also straight line. Guys, he's not solving past papers because there's already videos of the past. Yeah, it's correct. The mister said they rounded it to 114 by accident. Oh, okay. Okay. It's correct. Okay, the answer is correct. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. Second question, last question. Okay. A car initially at rest. Did I turn my mic back on? Yeah, I did. A car initially at rest goes up a hill with constant acceleration of 5 meter per second square. What is the speed of the car? This is a stupid question, صراحة. After 5.0 seconds. A, 5 meter per second. B, 25 meter per second. C, 1 meter per second. 0 meter per second for D, or E 10 meter per second. سؤال سخيف كتير والله. بس يلا, I'm still gonna solve. Okay. It's initially at rest, so U equals 0. The initial velocity is 0. It goes up a hill with a constant acceleration of 5. So A equals 5 meter per second square. The speed of the car after 5 seconds. So the time is 5. And we want velocity final. How do we find velocity final? How do we find velocity? Final velocity. If you have A, T, and U. Easiest formula. A, T plus U. V equals A, T plus U. So the velocity equals acceleration 5 times the time, which is also 5, plus U, which is 0. So V equals 25 meter per second. Okay, these 4 questions are from the book. Very important. Is it enough to only do the grid from the course? Honestly, no. I don't think you should only do the grid. Do everything. Okay. Am I ending the live? No. I guess we have a bit more time. We can go until 9:30. I guess I can solve. Let me do number 15 in vector scores because this guy's been asking me so much. Number 15 in vector scores. Can you paste the links for the past paper question? If you want any past paper, copy it. Okay, this is how you find the past paper. Copy it, go to Google, paste it, press QP, say QP, and then you just get it like this. Okay, you should press view full screen. No, that's someone else. Yeah, and you get the paper like this. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. But let me do question 15. Why did you do course revision for vectors? Because if you open term 1 week 2 for mechanics CA, go to the end of the video. I've solved almost all of them. Command the course revision in vectors is very similar to the quiz, so there's no need. Let me see vectors course here. Oh, okay. Question 15. ليه هيدا صار له ساعة عم بينقل لي بده question 15. Mary went out jogging. She moved from her house, considered as the origin of space and time. Find the position vector of. Sure. Are you serious? Are you serious, انت? Mary went out jogging. She moved from her house, considered as the origin, I plus 2j. Okay, for a distance of 5 kilometers. Okay, find the position vector of the midpoint of your trip. Okay, you need to find you need to find the midpoint. The midpoint m is equal x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. Okay, so she went along vector I plus 2j for a distance of 5 kilometers. Okay, okay. I think is the distance, يعني the magnitude of this should be 5 ولا شو؟ Wait. Let me open the solution. Just so I don't want to say something that's wrong, uh, and then I get it wrong. Ya Allah, why is it? Okay, 15. Okay, yeah. Okay, R. Okay, vector R along I plus 2j. It's a scalar multiple, يعني. K is a real number in kilometers. Okay, at the midpoint of her trip, Mary would have traveled 2.5 kilometers. Therefore, her position. Oh yeah, it's the unit vector. Oh, صح, I remember this. الunit vector صح؟ Yeah. الunit vector. بتلاقي الunit vector هون صح؟ No, it's gonna be 1 over 5i plus 2 over 5j. اوكي. بعدين هاي ضرب 5 ضرب 2.5 ولا انا بتخيل انا؟ hold up 2.5 over 5 is ايش هاد؟ wait 2.5 I plus 2j radical 5 over 2. بتلاقي اليونت فيكتور اول شيء. اوكي. I get it now. تصور this is your graph. I plus 2j is like this. Okay, this is I plus 2j. Okay, whenever they tell you that a vector is traveling along another vector, you're gonna compare it with its unit vector. Okay, because if you're going in the same direction, that means the unit vectors are the same. Okay, let's see. I plus 2j. How do you find the unit vector u of I plus 2j? You know that the unit vector u is equal to the vector divided by the magnitude of the vector. The vector I plus 2j, the magnitude of it is 1 squared plus 2 squared, which is radical 5. So the unit vector u is equal to v, so it's 1 over radical 5i plus 2 over radical 5j, right? Okay. Now we know that she reaches the midpoint, right? Very easy. When you find the unit vector, just multiply by the scale, okay? By how much you want. Since she's reaching the midpoint, forget about this. Since she's reaching the midpoint, that means she's traveling 2.5 kilometer, okay? When you're working with unit vectors, whenever you get this type of question, you find the unit vector and you want to multiply by a constant k, okay? By any constant, okay? We want that constant k. In this case, the constant k is 2.5 because it's 2.5 kilometers. The magnitude of it is 2.5, okay? So it's gonna be equal to 2.5 times 1 over radical 5 I plus 2.5 2 over radical 5 j. Okay, 2.5 times 1 over radical 5 will be 2.5 over radical 5 I, and then plus 5 over radical 5 j. And then if you put this in a calculator, I think you have to rationalize it. Just put it in a calculator. 2.5 over 2.5 over radical 5. Radical 5, is that correct? Yeah, radical 5 over 2 I plus, then if you rationalize this, you get radical 5j. Or how is it? Isn't it 5 radical 5? Oh yeah, you get radical 5, yeah. Radical 5j. You get this here. Okay, so anytime you see this question, okay, where anytime you see along a vector, you want to get the unit vector, multiply it by a constant. Okay, usually that constant is the magnitude of how much you're using. Here the magnitude is 2.5 because they said midpoint. إذا ما له midpoint you just multiply it by 5. Okay, هلا why did you multiply 2.5 by the vector? I just said since whenever you solve along a vector you want to find the unit vector and multiply it by a constant. Okay, in this case our constant is 2.5 because it's the midpoint of 5. Okay, if you multiplied it by 5 you would get the final vector of her motion, but then they want the midpoint so you just multiply by 2.5. Okay, this is a nice question. Thank you actually Omar for telling me. Faisal, zip it up after you're done. Okay, down. هلا I'll solve a past paper because yeah, you guys want me to solve question 4. This, in my opinion, is the hardest past paper. They're all pretty easy. This one's a bit tricky. Pay attention very, very carefully, okay? After this class, I'm gonna end the live. هلا I'm gonna change this text. I'm gonna remove it. Okay. Questions are for written part. I did at the start of the live, ABCD. I solved already at the start of the live a past paper that I think will come. Okay. Anyway, question 4. A particle P travels in the positive direction along a straight line with a constant acceleration. Constant acceleration UARM. P travels a distance of 52 meters during the second. Whenever you see this, if you do see it tomorrow, if you flip your paper, you see during the second or during the fourth second, okay? Whenever you see these, that means you're going to write this. They mean the second is in between 1 and 2 seconds, okay? So the distance in between the 1 and 2 seconds is 52 meters. Which one is it? It's this one here, okay? Don't rely on it. Do all 6, please. Please do all 6. Don't rely on it, but I think that one will come. Then they said 64 meters during the fourth second. So x in the fourth second is always you take the one before it. So 3, 4, 64. So in between the first and second, she traveled 52. In between the third and fourth, she traveled 64. They want to find the initial speed, to find u, and the acceleration of p. So we have x. Okay, we have x. We have the time. We kind of have the time. We want u, and we want a. Which one are we going to use here? We're going to use x equals half at squared plus ut plus x node. Okay. Here, very important. Pay attention. If you ever have the distance between a time interval, the distance between any time interval is equal to the total distance traveled up until the second. So, x from 0 until 2, the total distance minus the total distance traveled in the first second, right? Isn't the distance traveled in the second equal to the total distance of the first 2 seconds subtracted by the distance of the first second? Yes. Okay, the distance traveled in the first 2 seconds. Okay, how do we find that? x 0, 2. It's equal in the first 2 seconds. Half the acceleration, we don't know it, times the time squared. How much is the time between 0 and 2 seconds? 2 squared plus u, we're trying to find it, times the time, which is 2, plus x node, which is just 0. Okay? Let's simplify this a bit. We're going to get 4a plus 2u. شو 4a قصدي 2a plus 2u. 2a plus 2u. Okay. How about x in 0 second, 1 second? X in 0, 1. It's going to be equal to, again, half at squared. Acceleration times the time squared. Now the time between 0 and 1 is 1 squared. Plus u times 1 plus 0. So this is going to be equal to 1 over 2, 0.5a plus u. 1 over 2 times 1, yeah, 0.5, yeah, 0.5a plus u. ونحن اتفقنا that x12 is equal to 0.2 minus 0.1, right? So x12 equals 2a plus 2u minus 0.5a plus u. So you're gonna get 2a minus 0.5a is 1.5a, 2u minus u is plus u. Okay? How about now for the 3, 4? We know the same exact thing. X in 3, 4 is equal to the total distance traveled in the 4 seconds. So x in 0, 4 minus the distance traveled in the first 3 seconds, right? X in 0, 3. How do we find x in the first 4 seconds? Again, same formula, guys. It's the same formula for this whole question. Half the acceleration times the time squared is 4 squared plus the u times the time, in this case 4 seconds, plus 0. I won't write the plus 0 خلاص. How about, well, let's simplify this, by the way. 16 divided by 2 is 8a plus 4u. How about in the first 3 seconds? In the first 3 seconds, again, half acceleration times the time squared, 3 squared, plus u times the time, which is 3. You're gonna get 9 divided by 2 is 4.5 a plus 3 u. We know that x in 3, 4 is equal to 0, 4 minus 0, 3. So x in 3, 4 equals this 8a plus 4u, right? Minus 4.5 a plus 3u, which is equal to 3.5 a plus u. So we have now 2 equations. We know x12 is equal to 1.5a plus u, which we said is equal to, if you look up in the second second, it's 52. So we know that 1.5a plus u is equal to 52. And then we know that x for 3, 4 is equal to 3.5a plus u, which is equal to, like we said up here, 64. So we get a system of equations, which you can just go to your calculator. Like here, go to your calculator. Equation mode 1. You're going to input 1.5, 1, 52, and you're going to put here 3.5, 1, 64. You're going to get x equals 6, so a equals 6 meter per second squared, and you're going to get u equals, let's see on the calculator, 43 meter per second. Okay. What past paper questions you did? I only did this one here. I did the highlighted one here. Isn't it the one he's doing right now? What? Do the quiz, man. This is so confusing. I'm lost in this question. I don't know what to tell you. This is how you solve. They gave you, it's a 5-mark question. I mean, honestly, I could also see this one coming. Okay, don't take my word for it. I could also see this coming. But do all. Can also do B13 and B8 vectors, of course, if you have time. Okay. So, until now, I don't see any questions. So I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna do B, yes. Find the distance. نحن in part A, we found out that U equals 43 meter per second from part A, and acceleration equals 6 meter per second squared. Can we find X if we have this? And they gave us here the time is 10 seconds. and we want x. Can we find x? Again, same formula that we used in part A. Okay? And we're gonna get half acceleration, which is 6, times the time squared, so 10 squared, plus u, which is 43, times the time, which is 10. You're gonna get 730 meters. Okay? Can you remove the text? Oh, okay. I'll remove it. So he should have. I should have removed it earlier. Was it blocking the? Was it blocking? Oh, yes, it was. Oh, I should have removed it. Uh, my fault, my fault. Let me rewrite the part over here that it was blocked by the text. And I didn't do all, okay? And I'm not doing all. Let me see. Yeah. So the stuff that was blocked by the text, I said x12 equals 1.5a plus u equals 52. And then I said x34 equals 3.5a plus u equals 64. Then you put this on a calculator like I did earlier, and you're gonna get a equals 6 meter per second square. You get u equals 43 meter per second. Okay, that is what was blocked by the text. Are you solving any more questions? No. Did you do other past papers or only this one? I did this one, and I did this one over here. خلاص هيك we're done. I think we're done now. Let me just check if there's anything else. Okay. Again, for the written, it's gonna be, I'm telling you, it's gonna be this one here. I'll open it one more time. Let me open my OBS. One more time. The written will be this one. I'm telling you, it won't be, like, I'm not 100% confirmed, but I think it will be this one. Okay? It came before in a written part. Make sure to do it. Here. I solved it at the start of the live. I solved it at the start of the live. This question over here. This one. This question. Make sure to solve it. It came before. Okay? It's at the start of the live. Now when I end the live, go watch it, please. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Good luck tomorrow. Give advice for bio. Your year 2 bio? I don't. If you're year 2 bio, study course revision. Okay. Is there any more questions before I go? Any more questions? Nothing. Okay. خلاص. Thank you for watching.